Hello, my creative collective. This is for Gemini for the Libra full moon on April 16th. A little guidance, a little wisdom. Going to see what Spirit has to say. So let's dive in, shall we? All right, Geminis, my gems. I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space. And I ask that it is a safe space that allows for the fullest, a safe and brave space that allows for the fullest expression of our light, humanity, ascension, and healing. Okay, let's do this. Let's dive in, Geminis. So I'm using the black and gold tarot because it's all shiny. It's not, I mean, the tower's real shiny when they, anyways, let's do this. So we have strength, pretty good place to be starting out this month. And by month, I mean moon. I'm just hearing moon cycle. So it could be that you have potential Taurus placements, or it could be that you're releasing something at this full moon that was related to the Gemini new moon, or that will be related to the Gemini new moon. Interesting. Gemini. And by Gemini new moon, what is going on with it's the Libra full moon, you're Gemini, and what I'm saying is that it's the Libra new moon this year, or the Libra new moon that passed. Oh my goodness. And that passed a while back. So when I think about moon cycle, it could be related to the eclipses, or to that kind of full lunation, as it were. Hermit. Five of Pentacles, Gemini. What? Empress. Okay. First and foremost, you have a ton of major arcana here, which tell me that there's some foundational things that you're either releasing or coming to an awareness of through this full moon. There's the Strength card, my wonderful Geminis. So that is Leo and 5th house energy. We also have the Hermit, which is Virgo and 6th house energy. We also have the Page of Wands. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles, clarified by the 8 of Cups. Six of Pentacles, and then the Empress. So what I get from this, honestly, is that you might be releasing a way of seeing abundance. You might be releasing this. And it felt like a bit of a struggle, but there's a confidence that you're stepping into with this energy, and it's really helping you to shine a light for others. The reason why is that there's this Hermit energy here. And sometimes abundance is like that, right? Abundance is like when it finds us, we glow, right? We glow. And I mean, like, the Hermit isn't, I mean, like, this is like a 5D glow up, I suppose. But I feel like it's not, you're going to shine a light, but not in the way that you expect, is what I just heard. Not in a way that you expect. And it might seem like it's something small at first. Like the Page of Wands to me is like holding a staff very similar to the Hermit, right? But it's almost like this is the initiate and this is like the initiated in this spread. And they're not facing each other, so they're turned away from one another. And I almost feel like it may seem like something that isn't big enough. Like you may feel like you're like expanding and all of this, and it may seem like it's too small, but I don't think it is. And I think that it's related to this need to release the idea or expectation, at least, of how you give and are given to. Because as the Empress doesn't necessarily demand that people show up in a way. The Empress is the Empress because she's integrated the lessons of all of the queens in the deck. So we have the swords, the pentacles, the wands, the cups, all of these lessons that she is embodying right now. So it's like all of that is... there's no timing card. I don't know why I said right now, but I mean, anyways, take that for what you will for timing. If the wheel came out or something along those lines in the deck, then I would say for sure then right now. But what I'm seeing is that there's something about releasing releasing a mentality that always that made you feel like you were lacking, oh my goodness, that made you feel like you were lacking something, be that wisdom, be that knowledge, be that access. And I think that there's a spiritual path here that has illuminated something for you. And this may relate to the Taurus eclipse happening on, it's a partial solar eclipse happening on April 30th. The reason being is that Venus is Taurus energy, and there is a little bit of an eclipse here. For some reason, this has been quite loud in readings that I've done for myself and others, and even for this stuff here. And I think that it is, it's this energy of, it's this kind of eclipse energy of, I'm just hearing things that you weren't able to see are going to become a little bit clearer for you. Yeah. They're going to become a little bit clearer for you, Gemini, which is good. Mental clarity, right? So, Spirit, can I get some clarification on this Strength card, please? So King of Pentacles, yeah. This, I feel like this is a new kind of strength for you. It's a grounded strength, and one that you don't have to ask permission to really take ownership of. You can let go of that codependent pattern. You can let go of that. That's Devil and Page of Swords for sure. Hermit again. Wow. Okay. And High Priestess. Whew. I feel like almost this is like a little bit, I'm getting some twin flame vibes on here in this like counterpart energy. Tower. Whoa. Death. Okay. So there's some transformation, like big in terms of, I think, internal awareness. The way that your insides are kind of lining up with your 5D and 3D world are starting to align. And it may feel a little bit like some things are collapsing because it's just your old structures and mindsets that are falling away. Tower and Death. Mars and Aries. This is first house. This is Mars and energy in the Tower. Which is the first house in Aries. So this is Death and the 8th house. So Pluto energy transformation, which is like things that are hidden, right? Things that can't really be seen, that are transformed by a specific energy. So it's almost like there's a way that you're moving inward with this Hermit energy, but I feel like it's causing this almost internal union. These are masculine, feminine energies, technically speaking. So it could be an internal union. That's why I thought twin flame. But then this transformation here, I think this is more something that's internal to you, and it's a new way of being grounded, right? Because we don't think of towers as particularly grounded or grounding, but what I'm getting is that this is kind of grounding for you. Like it's grounding in the sense that it brings this like knowing teacher, like what is falling apart is something that you might teach others about with that Hermit energy. Queen of Wands was inside out. Oh, interesting. Maybe. Maybe it kind of twisted around what you wanted because you weren't really sure. It's that lack mentality, right? Can I really have this? Page of Swords, 3 of Wands. Don't just look at the information that you get right now. Actually integrate it with this High Priestess and 3 of Wands. Yeah, actually integrate the things that you've been carrying and that you're seeing right now, my wonderful Geminis. Don't just let it be, because this is, I think, crucial to your manifestation abilities and the way that you're showing up as the Empress. 10 of Swords. Yeah. Let what's done be done. Don't carry that information with you into these new cycles and call that data that you're then pulling into and using as like a reference point, is what I'm hearing. Page of Wands clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is where I think you're going to be a little bit, it's going to feel out of whack, I'm hearing. This, because I was like, you're moving into something and you're going to feel like it's a little bit too small for you, but this may be where you're in a state of imbalance, and that's what's kind of evening out during this Libra full moon a little bit. There's something about this specific offer, and then the 7 of Wands, you feel a little bit a need for boundaries or defensive. Like you feel a bit defensive of it because you don't necessarily trust it. You're not necessarily trusting it, but I think the key is that you have to trust yourself. And I don't know if that's something that you've been doing a ton of. Yeah, you have to trust yourself and how you feel. There's a way that you're reaching out and reaching into this. Yeah, more transformative energy. Can I get some clarification on this bundle of overcoming lack mentality, Spirit? 6 of Cups. Could be something that you kind of took on from childhood as like, this is how my family protected themselves, and so now this is how I'm protecting myself. And sometimes we take on habits and patterns because they keep us connected to family that we don't feel connected to. And that we, if we miss people, it's kind of a way of us associating with them by proxy and at a distance, right? It's a way of us hanging on to them. I mean, I think about the fact that there's no reason for me to use or love Dove, like the blue package, like that, the Dove soap and Snuggle fabric softener as much as I do. It just connects me to my granny, right? Like if I'm having a hard day, I have those smells and like it connects me to her through sensory stuff. And sometimes we do that with beliefs, right? Like that is pretty benign when it comes to Dove and Snuggle, but sometimes we use those beliefs because it's a comfort to us. It connects us to people from the past, but it's okay to let that go. Yeah, there's new here. There's new love. There's new offers. I feel like there's offers of work that are going to be emotionally fulfilling. There's a Knight of Pentacles showing up. Could be an earth sign, emotional fulfillment. Yeah, like these are all things that are coming in for you. But the thing is that they're new offers, right? 11:11 on the time. They're new offers. And I don't think that you can get to this 9 of Cups with this... I don't think that you can get there using old wine. Like when I thought about the Page of Wands here, I thought about old wine being put into new wineskins and how it'll make it burst, right? Or new wine being put into old wineskins will burst it, right? It's not to get biblical or anything. But then I thought about this, like this as being wine, right? You can't, why? And I almost feel like this is like the old offer, right? But then you realize that there's like so much more available to you. There's so much more available to you. There's an abundance that you're stepping into through this Libra full moon, my wonderful Gemini, and I'm excited for you. I'm very excited for you. I don't think it's been necessarily the best or the easiest go of things, but what I am seeing here is there's a way that you're transforming through this energy. And again, this major arcana showing up here, a lot of it, to kick things off is really about you finding this wisdom within. And I think that this is, again, this hermit showing up twice. This could be a teacher coming into you or for you, but this can also be a way that you're now teaching others. You're teaching others. Your 5D self is this hermit energy, and then you're stepping into the Queen of Wands, which makes the energy accessible. When you get into your passion, it makes the Page of Wands accessible. It puts that information into the world and allows other people to have access to that information in a way that helps them end their own cycles with this sort of, I'm reading this 3 of Wands as ambivalence as opposed to seeing ships come in, which is its traditional, view. But I'm almost seeing this like ambivalence. It helps them end an ambivalence about their life. And I think that that's really, you need to end that ambivalence with yourself. And this could also be a sense of self-worth rather than feeling like an offer isn't enough. It can be you, 1313 on the time, feeling like you're not enough to fill the shoes for this offer that's coming in. I think that was something to do with one of the weekly, like the daily creative readings. So keep an eye out for that too, my wonderful Geminis. But like, there's this defensiveness and you're just like, no, you know what? This is you kind of letting emotion transform the situation. This is letting emotion transform and change a situation. Being unafraid of the emotional reality of how it feels when you cut yourself down. And then you get defensive about things and say like, well, I don't have this and that and the other thing. And that's the lack mentality, right? This is the behavior, how it shows up. But then it's really about this belief. So again, what I'm seeing is that there is a sense of balance coming in, this reciprocity, giving and receiving, moving past this idea of like, transactional and also extractive too, right? Like I feel like this is kind of an extractive energy. It really is, because when you're out in the cold, it's like almost 5 of swordsing yourself, like, or other people. Like it gets to be a bit manipulative when you have the resources to help yourself and you just choose not to, right? It can get pretty manipulative. So it's almost like, yeah. Because it's like, instead of waiting for someone to save you, save yourself. You might be a page, but like, you might feel like a page, but you're showing up here as the Empress. So like, where along the lines did you get that twisted, Gemini? Where along the lines did you get that twisted? Because like you're showing up with strength, the hermit, I mean the high freaking priestess. Yes, the tower and death did come through, but that is like in an energy. The rest, there's like a whole other spread here. So are we going to use the Five of Pentacles? Are we going to sit in that mentality and focus on the death and presence of the tower? Or are we going to look at the fact that there's an Empress, an Ace of Cups, a Nine of Cups, a Knight of Pentacles, a Six of Pentacles, balance? All of this transformation energy, it's transmuting it. But I think that you have to pay attention to the Empress of things as opposed to the Page of Wands of things, if that makes any sense. So let's pull from the Miracles Now deck just to clarify some aspects of this reading for you, my Geminis, for the Libra full moon. Both of them? Okay. My eyes will see what I desire. That's why I have to, use perspective, right? Your eyes will see what you desire. Let what you desire tell you the truth, not the Five of Pentacles, not the lack mentality that kind of detracts and distracts you from your path, what you're here to do, and the truth of who you freaking are. True abundance is an inside job. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. I think that's really... there's the reading. No. So I'm going to pull from the Power of Intention deck by Wayne Dyer here. Spirit, can I get a message for my wonderful Gemini collective for this Libra full moon, please? Change your perception. Yeah, this is a lot of inside job stuff. That's like, change your perception. Five of Wands. Why? You're no one. Who told you were the Five of Wands? You're the Empress, Gemini. This is you. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Do you know who's going to hold the Ace of Cups? Someone qualified to be with an Empress. Remember, you're not a page. Change your perception. Remember this maxim. When you look at change, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Oh, yes. The way you perceive things is an extremely powerful tool that will allow you to fully bring the power of intention into your life. 100%. 100%. I'll read that again. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. You're an Empress. Remember that, Gemini. If this resonated for you, well, first and foremost, I hope this resonated for you. I feel like this is a pretty good message for you, Gemini. For a full moon, that might be about releasing for you. There's a lot of good stuff that you can kind of see, hopefully, right? And true abundance is an inside job. These pentacles, the Empress, you're letting go of the idea that it's somebody else's job to bring it to you, right? No Five of Swords. No Five of Swords. Yeah. Gemini, I hope this reading resonated. If it did, please like or subscribe. It helps me to grow the channel and also to know that this reading resonates with you and for you. Simultaneously, it also, it's good to know that it resonates. I really like doing these readings and tarot and offering spiritual guidance and learning different things that I'm going to be bringing to the channel otherwise and developing different skills. So, I'm just really humbled to be able to do this. So thank you so much for your eyes and your time. There are other ways you can connect with me throughout the month on the channel with different videos and content. So do check that out. If this is where we part though, Gemini, I hope you have a wonderful full moon. Take care.